Hello guys, welcome to your 13th video on how to create a website from scratch. And as you're working with this quiz website, in this video I'm gonna show you guys three things you're gonna do. So the first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna edit our web map. Okay, so when I was teaching web maps, I told you guys that web maps can change. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a minor change in our web map, and the reason why I'm making this change is because it will be easier for us to work with our website and finish our website quickly, and also it will make the website much more professional and nicer and much more interactive and all that. That is the reason I'm going to make this small change, and this change will happen in the students page. So when the students log in, I want to edit it such that the students will see the teachers in the school. So when they click on a teacher, then the teacher, all the tests the teacher has made will show. So instead of it coming to topics and topics to text, you are skipping that one. And that is all the change that I wanted to show you to do in this web map. Okay, so we're going to write a code such that in our students page, you're going to see the teachers in the school. And when you click on one teacher, it will open the teacher's test. It's not that difficult. Okay, so let's go to our students page and let's log in. So this is what we see in our students page. So sign in and you see logout. So we're going to display all the teachers in the school. So all right, so you know that as of now we have only one teacher in our school, so you can bring your BR too. You know that as of now we have only one teacher in our school, and that is Stanley. All right, so we're going to display Stanley. If we add any records, it should automatically display. So that's what our code is going to do. So in your students body tag, you're going to open our PHP tag. I'm going to write this code inside this tag to fetch all this. All right, all the teachers. All right, so as we did in the validate.php, whenever you want to work with the database, you have to bring this required connection file. Okay, it's very important. So where do we bring this? We can bring this here, or we can bring it right here. Okay, it doesn't make much difference. So we're going to fetch it. So now we've connected to our database, and now we have to write the code to fetch teachers. So you have to bring a connection variable from this if you've forgotten. Yeah, and you have to prepare our query. We can also decide not to prepare our query. We can write our query directly. Okay, so our query is going to select so you're going to select the email ID, password, first name, other name, and type. In other words, you're just going to select all. So you select all, okay, but then select all is a bad practice. You have to select, you have to specify the columns that you want to select. If you bring a hash asterisk, it selects all. It means that it's selecting all the columns, but then you want to specify the columns that we are selecting. So select ID, email, pass, first name, other name, last name. So select ID, comma, email, comma, pass, comma, first name, then comma, other name, comma, last name. From where? From the users. From users. So are we selecting everyone? No, we're only selecting teachers. That means the type should be T. So where type equals T. So we are done selecting our teachers table. Now we have to display every teacher. So you bring a loop, or a loop goes through the records one by one. So you bring a loop and you assign each record to another variable r. So that is each record, maybe er or something. I'm making it r. So fetch teachers dot, then you bring a fetch, right? So it's going to fetch all the teachers into this variable one by one. So each time it gets a new teacher, let's display the teacher's first name to see if it works. Sorry, first name. So you're just going to display the first name. Let's see if our code works. There's a fatal error, failed to open string no such file or directory student.php online 13. What is wrong with like 13? Require one is config.php. Is there something wrong with our file? Let's run our config.php and see. Oh, our file is missing. Wow. Alright, so let's resave this. Oh, sorry. I made it. Yeah, it's supposed to be inside a folder called PHP. Oh, my bad. So it's PHP slash config.php. So because we were working with the validate.php, which is directly inside that PHP folder, we didn't have to add a PHP slash because you're already in that folder. But then because you are outside in the main folder, we have to call the PHP slash and get the config.php. All right. So now I think it'll work. Let's test our file. Okay, so it fetched the teachers and the first one is Stan. All right, so let's bring a line break here so that we can clearly see the distinction. All right, we can also fetch the first name, dot maybe, then you bring a space, other name. So you're gonna fetch all his names, then bring a space, last name. If you're copying this code correctly, please note the slight changes and the all the things. So Stan Lee, done. All right, so it fetches the first name, other name, and the last name. But what if the person doesn't have any other name? So let's write our code to modify this a bit so that it will only fetch the first name and the other name and the last name if the other name is empty. So echo, then you can decide not to bring it back. So our other name, okay. So if the other name is empty, right, then if the other name is not empty, okay, then you write all this thing. Else, if the other name is empty, you bring a colon. Else, if the other name is empty, you bring your. All right, then you only add the first name and the last name. Okay, so let's see. Save the file and good, it works. So let's add another teacher to our database. Okay, so that we have two teachers to display to show you that it will work for all teachers. So insert into users. So you're going to insert into the email pass first name, other name, last name, and type. Okay, so the values are going to be, so the email this time is going to be sparks at worry.com. Don't worry about that. So that's the email I'm going to use for this, and the password is going to be infinity war 2. So infinity war space 2. So and the first name is going to be William. So this is the first name, the other name, and the last name. So I'm adding this according to this sequence. That means that if I bring pass to as the first name we are inserting, that means this one should come to this side. So I'm done with the last name, and the last name is the type, which is the teacher. So let's add this. All right, it added. So let's refresh and see whether it will automatically come here. It automatically did. Let's give a spacing. Sorry. Let's give a spacing anytime it's done. So after it's done, you echo add a space to each record. Yeah, and let's check. Oh, sorry, my BR tag should end. So BR tag just adds an extra, moves to the extra line. Sorry, let me say it that way. BR tag is like pressing enter on the keyboard. It moves the next text to the next line. So it fetches this Stanley and this William Elkufu report. So our WebMap says that the students should see the teachers in the school, and when they click on a teacher, it should open test. That means the teacher should serve as a link. which should open a new file called test. Okay, so you're just gonna echo this into a link. All right, so echo, and we're gonna echo the link tag first, a, so href. So this tag moves to a new page. Okay, so href, just you just specify the page is going to, so it's going to test.php, right? All right, so sorry, this name must come in. Yeah, so when it's done displaying the name, it should end the a tag. Okay, let's see, it will turn blue, which means they are all links now. So when you hover over it, look down here, you see localhost slash invent-school.dev/test.php, and the same for this. Okay, but when you click on it, it will tell you not found because you've not created our test.php file. So it says we'll see tests, right? So test.php, command N or control N, and you create a new page, tests.php. You save it inside your main directory because it's a page. So save. Okay, so this PHP file will just display tests, all tests, right? So let's try it again. Click on Stanley, it will display the test.php. This will display the test.php. So this is dynamic. Anytime you add a new teacher, it will automatically show here. All right. So now I'm done with what I want to show you for this tutorial. That is how to display records from the database in a list. That means how to display them one by one, how to display each row, okay, and how to move to a new page by clicking on it. So how PHP actually works with HTML is very simple. As you can see, all you have to do is echo out the HTML thing, and I told you that everything PHP echoes out is HTML. Okay, so now you have that understanding. You should know that everything you're going to do, which involves working with a PHP tag and displaying information, we are going to just display it in HTML. So it's the same thing like typing it inside the regular HTML tags, but then this time we are typing inside the HTML tags inside a string, okay, and you are echoing it out. So do not confuse the double quotation marks with a single quotation marks. And in the next video, I'm going to show you guys how the teachers can add the tests, okay, so that when you click on the teacher, you see the particular teacher's tests. So yeah, please subscribe to it.